Hmm. Okay. Maybe. Let me know, you guys, if you can hear me live on Insta. I don't know if Facebook is working live or not. So if you guys are here on Facebook and you can see me, please let me know. Hi. Okay, great. Instagram's working. Awesome. I'm on my dad's Wi-Fi. Hi, Gloria. Good morning. I'm at my dad's house. So my dad lives in, okay, good. I'm glad you can see me. Good morning, Gloria. I'm at my dad's house in New Mexico. So he lives right on the border of New Mexico and Colorado. And it's this little tiny town. And I flew in late last night into Durango, which was interesting, but I didn't get much sleep. We were up talking, which is great. And we were up really late talking. And so I wanted to come on here because I found it really interesting. My dad, not a lot of you might know this, but my dad was in the Marine Corps for 30 years. And he went in when he was 17, right? Hi, honey. My husband's on. He went in when he was 17, and just bear with me. I'm gonna tell you this little story. And I talked to my dad. He's okay with me sharing this. So, went in when he was 17 years old, right? And my dad spent his career in special ops. He was a very, very high-ranking military guy. And last night we were having a very connected conversation, and we were up really late talking. And he's up against some fears right now. I thought that was really interesting because, like, I think a lot of people, and even some feedback I got from the live I did on Friday about how I was really struggling with the loss of my ex-husband. He committed suicide last year, and I'm really struggling with that. And there's so many fears I have for my daughter, like wrapped around that, right? For her not having her dad, and her not having that, and her innocence been taken, and just a lot of fear, right? And it was interesting because you think of, and I got a lot of feedback of, I didn't realize that you were going through something through my email, because I sent that video out in my email list. I didn't realize you were going through something, Jen, and you look like you always have it together, and I would have never known. And it's like, gosh, I hate that. Like, I'm sorry, because I have a million fears, right? Just like everybody else. And I know that sometimes on Instagram and on Facebook and all these things, we come off where it's like we don't. Like, it's always like we're super powerful all the time and we have all the answers, and I don't, right? I'm doing the best that I can, but this is the human experience, right? We get to go through it together. And I'm realizing that even the people around me, right? Even the people that I admire, my mentors, people that I look up to in my life, right, have fear. We all have fear. Sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's small, but regardless, we all have it. It's this human emotion. And I think it's really interesting because a lot of times people think that, even people like with my dad, like this hardcore Marine who literally has faced the most crazy situations on the planet, right, is fearless. And I think that word is really like, there's a double-edged sword there, because I think that being fearless, has its drawbacks too, or not acknowledging that there's fear, and not acknowledging that we are all experiencing this makes us look invincible when really none of us are invincible, right? None of us are invincible. And it's how you handle that fear. It's how you move through the fear. It's how you experience the fear that can actually either propel you forward or paralyze you. So my dad and I were having this conversation last night, and I realized that he had fear. He had fear about something that he's facing in his life right now. And I never knew that my dad had fear. Never knew it. And as he's getting older, I think he's understanding that you can face it, you can think about it, you can talk about it, you can move through it. This is really interesting to me because I think that a lot of you out there, and me included, look to people in our lives that seem to have it all together, right? That we look up to, that are leading, that are, winning in life, or winning on social media, or winning, with their business or whatever they're doing. And I think that sometimes we assume that they're not like us when everyone's just the same, right? Even the people that are winning, even the people that you see out there that have it all together, that have the family, that have the life, that have that have the cars, that have the business, whatever it is that you admire about people, there's still fear there every day, right? They're still facing the same things that we are, even our heroes. My dad's my hero. like totally my hero. It makes me emotional thinking about it, but he's just the most amazing human being. And even people that that you think are invincible, we still have fear. And I'm sorry, I've been a little emotional over the last couple of days. Last night I was as well. But and moving through that's really powerful. And when you can, it makes you even more powerful. And I think that that's fearless, right? When you see the fear, you face it and you walk through it. I think that's fearless. I think that not having fears is not fearless. I think that having them and still walking through them is. So I guess what I wanted to come to you at today is, even if you see people winning all around you, even if you feel like people, they just go and they just jump and they just have faith and they just go into things and they drive, there's still fear there that they have to overcome, right? They still have fears just like the rest of us. I do.